Hello everyone and welcome to the program Talk Sport on Global Television. I am Samuel Odi. Many thanks for joining on today's edition of the program. As excitement still in Nigeria over the past weekend that we saw Nigerian team, talking about the arm wrestling team, where we had the 14th edition of the Arm Wrestling Championship in Abuja here, and Nigeria swept most of the medals, and then they concluded and finished with 833 points, and also other African countries tailed behind Nigeria. Still talking over the weekend, the Tigers started their title defense in the Afro Basketball Championship, and they have been unbeaten all through this competition, even based on the game that they played yesterday against Mozambique. They were up victorious and they are set for quarterfinal. Then the elephant in the room, Super Falcons of Nigeria, drum roll for those ladies please. They also made Nigeria proud, coming from behind to defeat Morocco, the host of WAFCON 2025, 3-2 in the finals. And again, it was so exciting, and that shifted the attention of Nigerians from the couple of challenges that is ongoing in the country, and then there is this fresh air of excitement and of jubilation based on what these ladies were able to do with the football in Morocco, going all through, making sure that Mission X was completed, and they went undefeated all through in the tournament. So this is them arriving Nigeria yesterday following their trial at the just concluded 2024 WAFCON tournament in Morocco. The 24 players and 11 technical crew of the Super Falcons were rewarded with a cash prize of 4.62 billion naira, as well as the National Honors of Officer of the Order of Niger by President Bola Tinubu. This happened yesterday. The players and officials were also given the sum of 350 million naira by the Nigerian Governors Forum, taking their cash reward to 4.952 billion naira. During their reception at the presidential villa on Monday, Nigeria won the WAFCON title for the record exceeding 10th time on Saturday, after coming back from 2 goals down to beat host Morocco 3-2 in the final at Rabat Olympic Stadium. The team landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on Monday before proceeding to the reception at Aso Villa. So the president just made promise to them that he's going to host them in the grand style. You can see on your screen the NFF president Ibrahim Gusau, who was present at the final and made sure he stayed back in Morocco with other technical crew to make sure that these ladies arrive home in one piece. And then you can see them with all celebration, jubilations, as they made Nigerians proud with defeating Morocco and also winning the 10th record title of WAFCON. This time around, I think this should be the one they should keep, just like what we saw when Real Madrid won the 10th consecutive Champions League, and then FIFA said, now if you guys get to win this, you should keep it. I think CAF and FIFA should also look into that consideration and also have the Super Falcons keep this title, because this is the 10th one. Justin, who is a Nigerian home-based coach, was able to carry the Tigers, the Super Falcons, all through from the group stages, from the qualifying stages, and also from the friendly matches that they played with Morocco, played with Portugal, and also played with Ghana rather. All of these games shaping these guys to be able to represent and play excellently well at WAFCON. We saw how these matchups come, even when they almost lost the game. That's when they played Algeria, where they settled for a goalless draw. A couple of players were arrested, and there was a strategic move by Justin just to make sure that all of his players, you can see Agbabola herself there, who is making mention of the fact that she's looking to retire after this. So we are still going to have that conversation maybe later in the next couple of days, but for now, celebration is what we are talking about. These ladies made Nigeria proud, and the reception at the airport was welcoming. We saw Governor Hope Uzodinma, the chairman, governors APC Governors Forum. We saw the likes of the Minister of Sports. We saw the likes of Festus Keyamo. We saw a whole lot of dignitaries. We saw the Comptroller General of Custom was also present. We saw the Minister of Science and Technology. We saw the DG of Energy Commission. We saw a whole lot of individuals, prominent people who came to welcome these ladies in grand style. Celebration is, like I rightly mentioned, is on the way, and I'll be bringing you more clips of the reception that was held at the presidential villa, where the Super Falcons sang this song for the president herself, Oluremi Tinubu, as they says, "Now mama be this, so we no get another one." Yes, it's just celebration and celebration all the way. Super happy for the Super Falcons, but still there are still some concerns that some Nigerians have frowned against in terms of the money that was given, $100,000 to each player and 50,000 naira to each technical, 24 players and 11-man technical crew, 50K each for them, $50,000 and $100,000. Some Nigerians have frowned seriously at this prize money. Aside the money, they also had conversations about the fact that they are also giving them a 3-bedroom apartment. So what do you think? Is it too much money or is small money? Some persons have argued that yes, the money is a whole lot, that they can't just slash that so much amount of money on players. So we can see these individuals represented Nigeria, made Nigeria proud. So individuals are different and then you all have your own opinion, but the president deemed it fit to say like, no, you guys went, you saw, and you conquered, you represented the country properly, despite the fact that some Moroccan fans even tried to attack the champions, the Super Falcons, but still they maintained their cool. They didn't, put Nigeria in the world on a bad light, but they did put Nigeria on the world in a good note. So looking at those angles now, I think that is one of the reasons why the president deemed it fit to award them, each of the players, with $100,000 and also a 3-bedroom flat apartment at the Renewed Hope Estate here in the capital. So we will see how all of this pans out, but still celebrations is ongoing, and I want to say a very big congratulations to the Super Falcons. I want to say again big congratulations to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for having his ladies, this team, go all the way out and win this championship record 10th WAFCON title for Nigeria. And again, CAF, FIFA, you all should pay attention. I think we should keep this trophy, and then the Super Falcons should keep this trophy. That's what I think should happen. So they should, look into it, and come on, it's deserving for them to keep it. They did everything they could, and then winning the title. So I think every other person should take a cue. Every other team, even the Super Eagles, everybody take a cue from the Super Falcons and see how they would be able to, win other matches. So moving on, let's talk track field, as Athletic Federation of Nigeria confirms Yaba Tech for national trials. The Athletic Federation of Nigeria has confirmed the Yaba Tech Sport Complex Lagos for the 2025 World Championship Trials, which will be held from July the 31st to August the 2nd. The Athletic Federation of Nigeria settled for the venue on Monday, 3 days before the event. Uncertainty has clouded the event in the last week following the non-clearance of the initial venue, the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta, by the World Athletic Body. The trials is a compulsory selection meet for Nigerian senior athletic team ahead of the 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo. World record holder in women's 100 meters hurdle, Toby Amoson, has arrived in the country and was spotted in training with fellow hurdler Obi Takubo at Yaba Tech last week. However, an athlete like Paris Olympics men's 400 finalist Ogaze had been confused about where to head to the event before the final announcement was made on Monday. So like this now, based on the fact that this final announcement has been made, we are expecting to see a whole lot of athletes now arriving as at last night, today, and also tomorrow, based on the fact that these trials will be starting on Thursday. Now, this is very crucial. Wherever you're running, whatever Olympic record you may have, you need to come back and then prove yourself over and again. be sure that you would be able to go represent Nigeria. We're expecting to see the likes of Favour Ofile and, you know, the trajectory, Nathaniel Ezekiel, the trajectory continues like that as these individuals have been getting themselves ready. The likes of Toby already are in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and they are also training and getting themselves ready ahead of this championship that will be coming up later in the year. So based on that note, now we would want to see how all of this will pan out, and we'll be hoping that they get to meet the standards and also go and make Nigeria proud come Tokyo in the next couple of months in Tokyo. So moving on, let's talk boxing real quick, and this is not such a good news. Anthony Joshua says 2025 could be my last year in boxing. This is coming from Anthony Joshua. The British-Nigerian boxer Anthony Joshua has dropped a big hint that 2025 could be his last year in the sport of boxing. Joshua's last fight came in September 2024 when he was knocked out by Daniel Dubious in last September in the 5th round. The 35-year-old, who made a professional debut in 2013, is expected to fight again later this year. Joshua was paying tribute to his promoter, Matchroom Boxing, who has managed him all his career. He said, "Long may you reign supreme and keep giving fighters opportunities to become champions and make boxing great. 12 years ago, I signed with you, and 12 years later, I will throw my last punch with you." This is a very good tribute, but now, who will Anthony Joshua be fighting? Will Tyson Fury come out from retirement just so we'll know who the greatest fighter in British is? I think because the only person now that we would want to see, the fights that the fans want to see, the world want to see, is a fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. A couple of videos have surfaced online where we've seen Tyson Fury, you know, training hard, and the Gypsy King still moves as if the way he moves a couple of decades ago, and I was still shocked. I was like, are we going to see this fight? A lot of individuals called me to like, hey, Alpha, are we going to see this Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fight? For me, I'm one of those persons that would definitely want to see that fight, because we want to know who the king of breathing is, and again, who is the better fighter between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. But for me, I think I'm putting my weight on the Gypsy King, because, you know, Anthony Joshua has the power punch. Yes, he looks Jaboic, but he's very strong. He knocked out Francis Ngannou, you know, and we know how powerful, how strong Francis Ngannou is, but given away from that, he doesn't have so much of a good boxing background. He came from the UFC and then tried, you know, to fight a couple of guys in the boxing world, but now that didn't turn out well for him. But do I think Anthony Joshua can be able to defeat the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury? I think that's going to be very, very difficult. I don't think that would happen. I think Tyson Fury, you know, would have the numbers against Anthony Joshua. So moving on, let's talk basketball quickly. Afro Basketball Championship currently ongoing in Ivory Coast as the Tigers edged over Mozambique to reach quarterfinals. The Tigers powered into the quarterfinals at the 2025 FIBA Women's Afro Basketball Tournament in Ivory Coast after defeating Mozambique 60-55 in their second group feature at the Palais des Sports d'Artrivi in Abidjan last night. The Reina Wakama-led side did not find it smooth throughout the contest, losing the first quarter 13-9. However, they began their slow recovery in the second quarter as the scores were leveled at 15-15, while edging both of their third and fourth quarter by a scoring of 18-15 and 18-12 respectively. The six-time African champions registered 60 field goals attempts and scored 20 field goals made throughout the contest. The team also made a total of 42 rebounds, 11 assists, 15 steals and 10 blocks. Mozambique, on the other hand, put up 62 field goals attempts and managed just 20 field goals made, and then the trajectory continued like that. But looking at it now, the Tigers had the better love, and I'll be bringing you the highlights quickly of the game between Mozambique and the Tigers. Looking at it now, the Tigers were actually, you know, slow, and why that happened was something I didn't really understand, because I don't know how they can shoot 60 field goals and just make 40, make 20. What happened to the remaining 40? Automatically, they still have a whole lot of work to do around their shooting. During the training camp they had here in Abuja at the Mo Arena facility, they actually we're scoring from three-point line, mid-range, free throws and all. But now what's going on? I think it's just one of those bad days in office. We saw their opening games and how amazing and explosive they were, but this time around they were just lacking behind. But still, congratulations for having a 5-point win. And then we'll bring you the highlights, and afterwards we'll do a little bit of more analysis on how they would have done better defensively and also on the offensive end. Here are the highlights.
At the top of the keys, Donga attacks Macaulay hard, strong bucket. And that is strong post play by Donga. Spilling to the floor, they still have possession. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pinto kicks out. Shot has got to come. Shot falls, and that is beautiful work from Mozambique, and the 3-ball falls right in. Kalu coming off the screen from Okonkwo. Kalu, perfect pass. Musa elevates and lays it up and in.
I definitely think that's going to be a highlight. It's a long game here today, and the score is 17-18, so we'll definitely see who ends up with the win today.
Donge!
And that is her money maker, those 3-point attempts.
Musa blocks, and there is Pinto gonna try and work the matchup. Pinto pass is perfect, and that shot looked like it got off in time. Amu Kamara looking to go to Musa. Dange picks up the pass, and there's a